Hey YouTube. I was at work today and I happened to talk to two older ladies there, which I usually just talk to them about nursing and, simple things like that. I don't really get into people's personal lives because the way I like to do it, I like to go to work, do my job, and get out. As far as when it comes to making friends and getting all like that, I think it complicates the whole situation when you start mixing your work life with your home life and your personal life and all that stuff. So I usually just kind of keep it basic and simple. But these two women were telling me about the situation that they're going through in their marriage, and it really had me thinking, like, damn, is this what I have to look forward to? Is this what I have to expect when it gets to marriage? Not to say that it's going to happen to me, but I'm hearing it a little too often nowadays with these guys at their age doing some dumb things that you would think that they probably doing in high school and stuff. And it's like, are you kidding me? At your age, it's time for you to be settling down, for you to be thinking about retirement and all that stuff, not to be thinking about, thinking of thoughts that a 16 and 17-year-old would be having. Now, the first story, I'm going to try to keep it very simple and very sweet and short to the point. The lady she's about 54, and her husband, who is about 57. They've been together for about 17 years. They have 3 kids among them, and he's all of a sudden started acting very different. He joined a motorcycle club. He started hanging out with his little motorcycle friends. He went out and he's losing weight. He's pierced his ears. And he's wearing little bandanas and everything, taking rides in his motorcycle, just living the good young life. Now, for her, she's thinking, goodness, what's up? Well, what's the big change? Why are you changing and doing all these things? And in the process of him doing all the things that he was doing, he was telling her, well, all of a sudden I see you're losing weight. What, you got another guy on the side? You cheating on me or something? You trying to look sexy? But he's doing the same thing too. And what she was thinking in her head was, he's saying that for me, but it's probably what is true for him. So she went ahead and she said, I'm not really feeling this whole get up that you're doing. It's just a phase, so I'll let you slide until you get back into, reality. And she got a phone call about a couple of days ago where her friend told her that she saw her husband kissing a 25-year-old girl. Now, the reason that she knows that the girl is 25 is because that girl happens to work at a bakery not too far from her friend's house, and she usually says hi to that young lady and talk to her and everything, so she knows the girl's age and everything. And she didn't give it a second thought. She didn't think about it. She just automatically knew that it was true. She didn't have to confirm or, go investigate anything. She was like, it's definitely happening. I'm not with it. So right now, she's already went to go see a lawyer so they can get the divorce papers going. And when it came to her situation, I was like, you know what? That's messed up, because he's trying to act so nice and so young, picking up a younger girl. But what some of these older guys do not realize is that these younger women are just looking for you for your money. At your age, if you are not doped up on all these medications because of conditions that you're going through, then you're probably not able to really get it up like you used to. So I doubt that she's there for the sex. Most likely she's there for the money. But they don't see that. They're trying to live it up, and they're going through their, I forgot the name of it, midlife crisis. That's what it is. They're going through a whole little midlife crisis, and they want to live young. Her point especially was because she said that she had found, she said that she had found a bottle of Viagra. And she asked him, she said, well, when did you get this? What do you need this for? And he was like, oh no, I just got them because, some of the other guys in the motorcycle club, they buy them for me and I'm making a profit off of it and everything. And she was like, that's a load of BS. So with all those things combined, she knew that what her friend was telling her, she didn't even want to think about it. And when it comes to that, I was like, you know what? You're damn right, because he's obviously doing something with this young girl. And if she's anything like some of these other young women that I know, she's probably got another guy on the side who's young, who she's messing around with, and she's got this older guy, which means that she's putting herself at a great risk if she's messing around with her husband to catch anything that this young girl could be passing on to her husband to pass on to her. So I don't blame her for just saying, you know what, could put and boot him out of the door. Because the last thing you need at the age of 54, 55 is to find out that all the time you've been married to this person, now they want to run out and have a good time and pretend like they're young again, and for them to come home and bring you some STD or HIV or AIDS or anything like that. That doesn't make sense. You're way too old. You're at, you're on the hill. You're about to go down the hill. The last thing you need is extra added nonsense in your life. Now, the second story was not so similar, because this lady, she works her butt off. She's working 4 days a week. She has her own nursing agency and everything, and she's doing her thing. She's got money. She's rolling in some big amounts. Her husband happens to be retired at the time, and she said for the past couple of months she's noticed that he's been talking on the phone with this lady. She said now at first the conversation was just simple, hey, what's up, what's new type thing. And she said, but now all of a sudden the conversation is getting more deep, and they're lasting a lot longer. She finds the lady calling, later at night than usual. And she was just like, I'm not really feeling this, and I've got a lot of things going on, and I don't need to be in a relationship with you where it's quite obvious that you don't want to be in the relationship with me. I mean, he would just find any reason to get an argument with her. If she would put anything anywhere, he would complain about however it's been put, the food that's been cooked, the way the house is clean. He was just making all kind of arguments just to have an argument to piss her off. Now, the thing is, he does not want to divorce her, but she does. And the thing is, now she's in this whole complex, position where she told him that she wanted a divorce. And he said that was fine. Go ahead if you want to divorce me, but I don't want to divorce you. And he said, if you want to leave, okay, just remember that you're going to be paying me when you leave. And she was kind of like, what are you talking about? And he was like, well, you're the one who's making all the money. I'm retired. So you better believe that I'm going to be getting some alimony checks from you. So now she's kind of in a predicament. She's like, dang, if I leave, I got to pay him. And if I don't leave, I'm still paying him because I'm taking care of him because he's retired. And I told her it's very clear and simple. Alimony does not last for the rest of his life. It lasts for about a couple of years. I said, now you can sit there with him and pay either way, but be with him and be miserable, or you can leave and be more content and more happy and not have to run the risk of catching anything that he may be given to you by this younger lady. I said, first and foremost, you need to be thinking about yourself, because at the end of the day, the only person who matters, the only person who you really need to be concerned about is yourself. So, but these two stories, boy, it's chaotic. You guys let me know what you would do if you were in that kind of position. I mean, it's different because we're a lot younger, but you let me know what you would do in that situation.